Hey, Dr. Anica here, and welcome to a new episode of What You Readin'? Today, we'll be talking about the book, The Whiteness of Wealth, How the Tax System Impoverishes Black Americans and How We Can Fix It, by Dorothy A. Brown. Taxes. We all have to pay them. So how could racism possibly be a factor here? Well, Dorothy takes us on this journey to help us understand just how influential racism was in the design of the American tax system and how it impacts our ability to build lasting wealth. As always, I've got 3 points that I want to share with you. Point number 1, the intentionality of racism. Sometimes when we talk about racist systems and white supremacy, we can almost present it as something that just happened to us rather than something that was intentionally created and designed. We didn't just wake up one day and find out that school districts were funded by the property taxes of the local neighborhoods in which those schools are located. That was intentionally done to limit white funds to white districts. In this book, Dorothy expertly uncovers for us the ways in which the things that have seemingly always been came to be in the first place. It also challenges us to understand that if we're to really undo and dismantle the harms of racism, we have to be just as intentional in undoing it as those who were intentional in creating it. Point number 2, white behavior dictates law. Now, that may sound a little bit harsh, but Dorothy really does show us how true that statement actually is. The preferences and practices of the white majority has long shaped what is protected and enhanced in American society and what isn't. Just one of the many examples that she gives is home ownership. White families have historically owned their homes while many black families have historically rented. It's not a coincidence then that tax breaks were then created for home ownership while tax breaks were not given for renting. Our tax system has been altered and shaped and shifted in order to aid the advancement of the white majority, regardless of the cost that it brings to blacks and any other racial group. Point number 3, it can be fixed. There's hope. As I've said before, the system that we currently live in was created with intentionality, and so undoing it is going to require the same, if not more, intentionality on all of our parts. Dorothy does a really good job in offering some very practical steps and ideas for what we can do to achieve a more just and fair tax system. The question is, do we care enough to do anything about them? So there you have it, my 3 points on this incredible book. The links between racism and classism are so strong, and this book does a really good job in helping us to understand just how interwoven they actually are. So read it. It is so worth it. Until next time, see ya.